How common were Indian, East Indian from the subcontinent, that kind of slaves in the US? What role did they play in American society? Well, there are very few records of, I'm not sure if there's any records of Indian origin people who were taken as slaves and they lived in the US. Obviously, the British would have sent some Indians also as slaves to the Americas and probably to North America also, but I'm not sure that any records exist. But what's interesting is that there is a record of an Indian origin lady uh, in New Spain, which is Mexico. Okay, the story of Catarina de San Juan. So let's go to Google and let's see the story of Catarina de San Juan. Okay, she was known as China Poblana, was an it's Asian now, Indian-born woman who was enslaved and brought to New Spain via the Spanish East Indies and became revered later as a saint in New Mexico. The true origin is unclear, but her original name, according to legend, was Mira, and she belonged to a noble family from India. She was born in 1605, died in 1688, and you have various stories. Okay. So, an Indian noblewoman was sold into slavery and became a spiritual icon. She eventually became a Christian saint, according to the legend. And this was the house of this lady, this Indian origin lady. So she eventually became a Christian saint, and she used to wear a sari, and she may have worn a different kind of dress also, a blouse and a petticoat, and that perhaps influenced the dress that Mexican ladies wear, possibly. So that's an interesting story from the Americas. This Indian lady who was enslaved and taken there, and eventually she would have been forcibly converted to Christianity, and then she became a Christian saint and ended up being the inspiration for a dress worn by Mexican ladies until the 19th century. Catarina de San Juan, that's what she was called. Her original name, birth name, was most likely Mira. Indian origin lady, enslaved and transported to the Americas.